The iPhone 13 is the definition of if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Now, in the year of 2025, when we take a look at every single one of the newer iPhones of today, it's pretty clear that they've been following the same formula that heavily relies on simplicity and reliability. With simplicity, you're getting an easy to use interface that everyone is familiar with, and a very plain looking design that everyone is used to looking at. And with reliability, you're getting a phone that will have many years of update support. So you're getting all the new features, even after it's considered an old phone, and you're getting an identical phone that everyone knows will do as good, if not better, than the one that came before it. And when you have a track record of being simple and reliable like Apple does, it only makes it easier to recommend a phone like the iPhone 13, even after 3 years of use. And since Apple has been following this formula, the iPhone 13 has the same boxy yet rounded frame as the newer iPhone 16. It has the same iOS 18 software, meaning that you are getting the same customization and features. And it has an identical camera software, so despite the differences in megapixels, Apple's processing will give you that same high quality photos and videos. Not to mention, older iPhones like the iPhone 13 have added benefits as well. Not only has it been battle tested to the point where you know that it can produce even after years of use, but as of January 2025, I'm seeing the iPhone 13 go for prices as low as $200 to $300. So in this video, I not only wanted to show you guys why the iPhone 13 is a pretty reliable and safe phone to buy even after years of use, but I also wanted to share my fiance's experience with it, since she's used hers more than I have mine. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton, and let me know down in the comments what phone that you would like me to do next. Now, even though older phones do offer some things that give it great leverage, like amazing prices for an identical experience, at the end of the day, it still is an older phone and has problems with it that are either outdated or are really bad when compared to their newer counterparts. Now, remember when I said that the iPhone 13 has truly been battle tested? Well, it was kind of easy to tell due to the horrible battery life. And lately, my fiance has been telling me about the many problems that she's been dealing with over the past year. The fact that she has to use her phone on power saving mode every single day from the time she wakes up all the way until the time she goes to sleep, and the fact that even after using power saving mode all day, her maximum battery percentage is at 84% and her average screen time is over 3 hours. So the fact that it still struggles to last will tell you a lot about how older iPhone's batteries usually age poorly. The iPhone 13 is also the year where macro mode was in full effect. You can't take nice photos or videos of subjects up close due to the larger sensor size. Minimum focus distance is affected. So basically, if you want to take really good clear up close shots, that benefit is only on the Pro series. And now the final issue that really bothered me about the iPhone 13 was its outdated features. Coming from the newer iPhones with their 120Hz refresh rate and smooth scrolling, the iPhone 13's 60Hz refresh rate is noticeably slower, and its choppier scrolling felt like a significant downgrade. The Lightning port was another major annoyance for me. Every phone, game console, and computer that I've used in the past year has USB-C, and it's so much more convenient to use a single cable type rather than having to pack an extra one. And the final drawback that makes the iPhone 13 feel dated is its glossy back. Not only is it less comfortable than the matte finish on newer iPhones, but it's also a fingerprint magnet, so if you opt for a darker color, be prepared to constantly wipe it clean. Now, despite these issues with the iPhone 13, most are just typical for an older phone, so I don't trip too much. But now that we've looked at all of the problems, let's take a look at how the display, power, software, and cameras perform in 2025. Now, moving on to display, the iPhone 13 looks just as good as any newer iPhone. Extravagant colors, a solid experience, and a high quality resolution. Again, the 13 still has the 60Hz refresh rate, and this will mean that scrolling isn't as smooth as it is on the Pro series of iPhones. But this is better for the 13 since it is at a cheaper price when compared to the 16 that also is at 60Hz. The 13's display is made up of ceramic shield. The resistance has been tested since this phone has been dropped on multiple occasions, and it has yet to scratch or crack, so it does hold up pretty well. The premium look is the best attribute that this display has. The colors pop, the smoothness was apparent, and like most iPhones, it was visually stunning. The brightness is still very good. If you're outside with the 13, it can reach up to 1200 nits of peak brightness, and I had no problem seeing anything whether I was inside or outside the house. Now, the last thing that I wanted to touch on when it came to the display was just how good it looks when watching content, movies, and videos on social media. The 13's display has consistently impressed me, and the large screen size really enhanced the viewing experience. iOS 18 has made the 13 feel a bit newer, being able to change the color of my app icons to fit my home screen, being able to reply to text with more specific emojis, and being able to hide specific apps that require Face ID to even be able to use. Power within the iPhone 13 has been pretty good. It works normally during everyday use without overheating problems. Whenever running multiple apps at once, the phone still works almost as fast as it did about a year ago. Daily tasks like browsing, messaging, and social media remain smooth with no noticeable lag. Gaming performance is still solid, though the phone does heat up during extended sessions. Now moving on to camera, the 13 has given me some of the best photos for a phone of this price. The pictures are extremely identical to the iPhone 15 and 16, which is pretty good since there's less compromises. The camera software continues to push the envelope to make my photos look as realistic as possible. The selfies were still top tier. Different objects in different environments were able to shine. Night mode photos are kind of a step down and not really impressive to me, but they got the job done. And my biggest concern was the consistency of the software. Sometimes the photos look good and other times it's too dark. No in between. Selfies on the 13 were among the best in the smartphone market, especially for this price. I love how it looks realistic while also adjusting details. And I still believe that I have yet to find a phone that takes better selfies in this price range. Videos on the 13 are the best in this price range as well. The autofocus, the many different modes, impressive stabilization, and the quality was very consistent, which made me want to shoot videos on it. You can shoot up to 4K and you can also shoot up to 60 frames per second. You can go to cinematic mode, slow-mo, and editing videos was just as impressive. The stabilization was solid, pans were smooth along with brightness and contrast, and the smoothness was all top tier. So in conclusion, despite being a few years old, the iPhone 13 remains an excellent value in 2025, especially with its current price point being $200 to $300. And while my fiance's iPhone 13 shows signs of battery aging after years of use, it's important to note that if you're buying a refurbished iPhone 13 today, you'll likely get one with significantly better battery health. The iPhone 13 is a great choice. It has all the important features that you need, works well, and costs much less than the newer iPhones. But just remember to check how healthy the battery is before you buy one, and you'll get a phone that will last you a very long time. Peace.